Alrighty, it's been about a week since the last time I posted a video. It's not good, but it's not horrible, I guess. It could be worse. So, here we are. This is the piston. So when I pulled it apart, guess what I found in there? I bet you can't guess what was slamming around in there. Oh, but I bet some people can. Let's just wander over here. Oh, well, this is going to show up. I don't know what the lighting looks like. There we go. Something's missing from there. So, I'm pretty sure that the reason that it shut off on me was because it blew the spark plug apart. But we broke a valve. And then that right there, I'm pretty sure when the piston came up is what jammed this valve into the rocker arm, which blew that apart. So, unfortunately, now we need a whole new head. Somebody broke the valve cover before. I'm not going to say any names because we know who they are. And then we wound up permatexing it, which apparently it's a no-no. So, we're going to get a complete set of head and valve cover. And a new piston head. I might see if I can find a I don't know, I don't really want to find a blown motor, but just a cheap motor that maybe the crankcase is cracked on it. But I've got the big bore, so I plan to go with that still if I can. Now there's the valve. It is broke off. So I'm thinking what happened was, because after the first time I broke the timing chain, it had a little bit of weird noise to it. So I think what had happened was that we bent this valve. And it just kind of, over time, worked its way to breaking off. And then once it finally broke off, boom, you see what happened. Because initially, first time I was riding and it broke the timing chain, the sound on it was like pretty bad. But it might not have been that time, because the last time I broke the timing chain was when I noticed the noise more. So it might have been the last time I broke it, is my guess. Because that time the cam was in such a position to where the valves were open. So it's possible that it happened then, which might explain some noises that it was making. But, I mean, I got the motor torn apart. It doesn't look too bad in there. It's just oily. There's no scratching or pitting or anything in there. No grooves, nice and smooth. Starter clutch is still good. This gear's still good. Everything in here is still good. Camshaft is good. Cam gear's good. Timing chain's good. Everything's good. Except for that piston and the valve and the rocker arm and everything. So, I think it's my best bet just to replace all this. Because of the fact that this is cracked. I mean, literally this piece is broken out and it's permatexed in. So, to replace all of this, rocker arms and all, and just source maybe a whole top end. Like maybe, if I could find a big bore. I'm not really sure what the hell the difference is in the big bore. I know that it's got a bigger piston, clearly. I don't know if this piece is different or if there's just an insert here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a huge, like, in-depth motor guy. Like, I can fix stuff when it comes to taking the apart. If I hadn't had the top end of this apart and together so many times from here up, I probably wouldn't have felt comfortable taking this apart down to the point where it's at now. Because this right here was like 4 bolts here, 2 bolts there, so 6 bolts, plus I think there was 2 more Allen bolts on the outside edge. So, okay, that wasn't too bad. Then this one right here, there's 4 bolts. And again, with the 2 Allen bolts on the outside. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal. So I'm going to see about getting parts, putting it back together. Good news though, my new clutch lever and clutch cable came in today. And then we've got new clutches here. Got a bunch of new parts. So I might as well do the clutches and the you know, clutch cable and everything while I got it apart. Because I mean, really, the whole motor, the top end of the motor is just torn down right now. And then this whole side's torn apart. So why not just tear the other side apart too, right? Just tear it all apart. Then I can check and make sure all the... Might as well check and make sure the other side of the engine's good too. So, and there's some elbow clutches. We'll see how they work. I'm going to cut this off here. I just wanted to give you an update of what was going on. I mean, it's going to cost some money to fix it. It's not going to be cheap, but in the long run, I know what's inside of here, and I know what condition it's in. So I'm not 100% worried about it. I mean, at this point, I can visually see inside the motor, and I can tell everything in there is good. I pull this other side cover off, and I can inspect all that, make sure it's good, and have a good running quad. You know, might as well replace the thermostat and everything while I'm in there too. So, alrighty, I'm going to cut this off here, and we will update you. I might throw an update out just to let you know how I'm doing with things. I don't know, because this might take a little bit to put this back together. So it might be a while before I do another update on what's going on with the quad video. Snowmobiles are clearly sitting right there. Not snowing much right now in May, except for it did snow the other day. So, yep, cut it off here. Corona's still going around. We're all doing good here at the house. Everybody here is nice and healthy. Make sure that you wash your hands before you pick your nose, and we'll see you next time.